Hey Excel users, welcome back to the channel. Today we are unveiling the magic of the new group by function. If you have ever found yourself drowning in data and dreaming of more organized spreadsheets, you are at the right place. The group by function allows us to group, aggregate, sort, and filter data based on the fields I specify. It supports grouping along one axis and aggregate the associated values. So let's understand the syntax behind group by. So if we look at the syntax over here, so group by, then parenthesis, and then the row field. The row field in this case will be something like sales and months that I have over here. Value field, unit or cost, anything that we want to sum, aggregate, uh, all those numerical values can work as my value field. Functions, what we exactly want to do. We want to summarize the data, so then sum. So all those functions will be listed. Then field headers, if you want to show our data with the headers or without the headers, so that is something we can choose. Then again, total, if you want to show total at the bottom or at the top, so those positionings. If we don't want to show total at all, so we have at times we have data where we don't need require totals, so that's where we can use this total field. Then sort, if suppose in this case I want to sort it based on the calendar month like Jan Feb onwards, so I can do that. Or if I want to sort it based on alphabetical order for the sales rep, so that is something I can use the sort option. And then the filter array, this is something new that I have found, and it is really helpful. So now I want to see what was the total sales done by each individual, how were the units sold and the sales. So what I can do is I can just start typing group by, and then when it says row field, so in this case I'll select all the sales rep I have, then comma. When it comes to value field, uh, I'll select both. We can choose single columns as well, but in this case I'm selecting both. And then see, we have all these different functions that we have. What we exactly want to do, I want to do summation, so I'll just type sum and then close parenthesis and enter. So we can see now, so Amit has sold this many unit, and then this is the total value of the sale. I don't have the headers over here, so maybe let me go and include the headers now. So I'll just say, so when so if you look at this syntax, it says field headers. Now there are different options, 0, 1, 2, 3. So I want headers for all, so I'll say 3 and close parenthesis. So you can see the headers are now available over here. So the next option that we get over here is the total depth. Now this is where if I don't want to have a total, so I just say comma, I don't want any totals, so I can select 0 and enter. So the total line that was there by default is now gone. And if I want to change it with something, I want total, so I can say 1. If I want to see the total on top, so I can just change this to -1, which is over here. So you can see the total that was earlier available here just moved up. Next option in the syntax, that is sort order. Now the sorting can either be ascending or descending. So whenever if you have to do ascending sort, it has to be a positive number like 1 or 2. If you want to do a negative sort, it has to be a negative number like -1 or -2. In this case, data is already sorted based on the sales rep name and in ascending order. So let's change this to descending order. So what I'll do is comma -1 and enter. So we can see now it got sorted based on descending order. So that's how it is getting sorted over here. And if I want it to be sorted based on number of units from the bottom in ascending order, so I just say 2 and done. Since I just have a very small audience, like just 3 unit, I don't see much difference, but with a bigger data set, we can see. Maybe I can do one thing. Let's change this to months. Yeah. So we can see here now it is being sorted from the smallest. So from October was the month where we sold the least, and April was the month where we sold the maximum. The next option in our syntax is the filter array. So what this will do is based on any criteria we provide to the filter, this data will get sorted. So in this case, I can use sales rep. So, so let me first select the data. So sales rep I've selected. Now I'll say equal to, maybe I'll pick one of the name from the list, that is Ravi, and enter. So we can see now the data is filtered for Ravi. If I look at Ravi's total over here and the total over here, I'm getting the same value. Um, so there are two options. So we can either manually enter it over here, or in this case, I'll just link it to the cell above. I'm getting this value error because I don't have anything over here. So let me type one of the name, maybe Amit, and the list gets populated based on Amit as filtered. So if I look at the total over here for Amit and the total over here for Amit, it's the same. Thanks for tuning in. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and ring the notification bell to stay updated.